All right, hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. This video today we are going to speak about a specific topic, which is about the hijab in Islam. Uh, this is actually a request sent to me from a lady, uh, and I noticed that Muslims debate only women, and this is very usual. I mean, it's something very usual for Muslims, and this is why my advice to Christian women. Please share my videos with women like you, because it's very obvious that Muslims they target women. I don't see usually Muslim men debating Christian men, but they target the Christian women all over Twitter or Facebook, and when you say, okay, I want to debate you, they run away. So this is my advice for Christian women. Please stay away from Muslim men and don't talk to them. Those are perverted people, and they are speaking to you for a very simple reason, because you are a female. For them, most of those Muslims, they don't give, I don't want to use a bad language, about Allah and about their religion and about you to be Christian or a Muslim. Oh, they care that you are a female and they are talking to you. Otherwise, ask yourself why they are talking to you, not a Christian man. How come you guys, you can find people who want to debate you, but I cannot find someone who want to debate me? Like, is it weird? I do this as a full-time mission for me. All my day I'm either writing or making videos about Islam, and then I cannot find someone to debate me about Islam. But suddenly I see ladies in Facebook and Twitter, etc., who they are Christian ladies or even atheists, Muslims, they are all over them, they want to debate them. I don't see any interpretation for that, except that Muslims, they are only interested in females. So this is my advice: stay away from Muslim men. They have a perverted mind like their prophet, and we will prove that to you. Now the topic today, the lady who was talking to me, she mentioned to me that in the web page of Revert to Islam, stupid. I made a video, just not the last video, the video before it, and I showed you how many lies just by going through, just by going through those issues. But one of their lies, the Muslims, which they repeat their lie all over, and I have a surprise for everybody regarding this lie. This lie is about that Muslim women are ordered to wear the hijab. Muslim women are ordered to wear the hijab. Now, in case you do not know what the hijab is, I will show you an example for maybe, because you will not be surprised in this world. Some people still, they are behind everything. So I'm going to show you the hijab, how it looked like in front of us in the screen, so you have an idea, in case there's still some ignorant do not know what's what's happening in this earth. And surprisingly, you will be, you will not believe it if I show you that there's a lot of them. They have no idea what's happening. So the Muslims brag day and night about Muslim women. They have to cover their hair. The Muslim women should cover her hair, etc., etc., etc. But you know what? If you look in the whole Quran, and here I am here standing with my word, you will not find an order for Muslim women to wear hijab. Not even once. You believe it or not? In the whole religion of Islam, there is no order to wear the hijab. There is no such a thing. So where Muslims they get this from? Look with me in the screen. By the way, the link you see in the screen, this is my this is the way to contact me. It's under the video. So if you feel anytime you have a question for me, if you are a Muslim, you want to debate me, please feel free. And just to let you know, I never refuse a challenge, but just show up if you're there. All right. If you are a Christian and you have a question, feel free to contact me too. I would be happy to hear from you. And if you would like to learn more about Islam, as you see, this is my book, The Deception of Allah, and my second book is called Quran and Science in Depth. Feel free to read it. And my coming book is going to be published very soon. Is going to be The Secret of the Arabian Prophet in French, for those who speak of French. So this is a good news for those who live in France or in any country which use the French language. And soon another book will be published. Is going to be mostly, I will call it the Islamic Project. And I'm working in the other book. Those books already done. The one I'm working in now is going to expose the roots of Islam, which is going to be very, very interesting book. Now, this is the Muslim hijab as we see it. Now, Muslim hijab obviously have nothing to do with modesty, and I will tell you why. It's not only not required in the Quran and never required in the Quran, but Muslim women, they do the opposite when they wear their hijab. Muslim women, they are not allowed to show any decoration or to put any makeup except in the front of their husbands. But there's no order for the hijab, as we will show you. But you will never see a Muslim woman walking in the street without putting a makeup. And the makeup, it's a heavy makeup. They don't only put makeup, it's a heavy duty makeup. And yet they talk about wearing the hijab. But this is not this is kind of hypocrisy. Hijab, you see, a woman who wear a hijab, supposedly she is trying to avoid attention. As simple as that. She is not showing her beauty, so men, they will not look at her. As simple as that. But what the Muslim women do is the opposite. And actually most of them, they wear the hijab, but they wear a very tight jeans showing all their features. And I would not be surprised if I showed you, there's tons of pictures of Muslim women wearing hijab, but it's very seducing and very, very interesting. And actually the most seducing part for men, when women, they wear hijab and they swim wearing their clothes in the beach, when they get out, because they are naked underneath, their clothes will be attached to every single detail of their body, which is going to be a lot more seeking attention of men. So let us start from the hijab. This is a Facebook page of Muslims, which is full of lies, and I expose many of their lies very easy. And you can watch not the last video, the video before, and please spread my videos all over. They are saying the command to wear hijab, to wear head covering, is found in both the Quran and the Bible. However, the reason for the command different when they compare to two books. First of all, this is my challenge to the Muslims. Muslim people, I challenge you and I accuse you to be a bunch of liars. Not only your prophet is a liar, I accuse you of being a liar and fabricator. Where we can find the verse speaking about Muslim women, they have to wear hijab in the Quran. It's a challenge for the one who accepts the challenge. Very simple. Don't tell me you are forcing your wife to wear hijab when there is no such a thing in Islam. Look what they will say to you. This is a Christian nun. She is wearing hijab. So how come you Christian don't wear hijab? Well, for us, we can explain why she is wearing this. From the Bible itself. There is tons of verses of the Bible. I will start with the Bible first, speaking about women and men covering themselves. The woman, when she covers herself in the Bible, it's about her honor, because uncovered women is the one who shaved her hair. You know, in the older tradition of the Jews, if a woman, she lose her honor, they shave her hair. This is why you see the women who they are captured in war, the first thing they do for them, they shave their hair and they lose their honor. For honor is the hair of the women. If you read with me, this is an example of verses speaking about that. that women, their hair is their covering. In the same time, the real cover for a Christian person, a woman or male or female, is our Lord the Messiah. So the man, he is the head of the female, and the Messiah is the head of the church. However, if we read with us together here, it says, but every wife who prays or prophesy with her head uncovered dishonor her head, since it is the same as if her head were shaven. You see? Read with me. So what is that exactly? This is a very simple teaching that women, when they pray to the Lord, uh, uh, in order to honor the Lord, they have to cover their hair, because if they are not covered, is the same as a woman, she is shaven for. But if a woman has a long hair, it is her glory, for her hair is given to her as covering. So what is the cover for a woman? Women, she is not having long hair. That means she is not having a cover. The cover of a woman in Christianity is her hair. This is a gift of God for her, and it is the opposite for the man. When the man, he pray, covering his hair. Read with me here. I am of Christ. Now I command you, because you remember me in everything, and maintain the tradition, even as I delivered them to you. But I want you to understand that the head of every man is a Christ, and the head of a wife is her husband, and the head of Christ is God. Every man who prays or prophesy with head covered dishonor his head. So the man, he cannot have a cover for his head. What does that mean? Those who have a very long hair, they are dishonoring their head. And women, their honor and their covering is their long hair. As simple as that. So the Muslims, they take a verse and they forget about the rest, and they try to explain to us our book and our tradition. Same time, the covering of the hair, it was a tradition for the benefit of men and women, which means we are not talking about the physical cover, because everybody at that time covered his hair, because this is the land where people walk, walk in the dust. The dirt is everywhere. There is no asphalt in the street. People grow cattle and camels, goats, sheep, etc. So covering the hair is a must, not because of anything else, except it's like security. It's like healthy. You protect yourself from the sun. You walk for long under the sun, the dust, etc. People at that time, they cannot afford to take a shower every half hour like today. You jump in the shower anytime and you take a shower. So the covering was not really required for everybody. We are covering at that time anyway, men and women. But the covering we are talking about in the Bible is about the hair. Now, we go to Islam. And again, I repeat my challenge to the Abduls. I am the nightmare of Allah and His Prophet and the Abdul around the world. Humbly, I say it, and I challenge them to show me one verse in the Quran. It says that women, she have to cover her hair. I will show you some example of Islamic website fabricate lies about this. This is a Muslim website. It's called the Dress Code for Women based on the Quran. Masjid Taxon.org. So this is Masjid Taxon. I have no idea where is this Taxon is exist. Taxon, where is that? I'm not sure really. Anyway, Masjid Taxon, which means the Mosque of Taxon. I don't know where is Taxon. You guys help me and tell me where. And the one who is writing here is Dr. Rashad Khalifa. Oh, Rashad Khalifa. This is the guy who was killed by the Muslims for making fabrication about the miracle of number 19, because he had to lie and to take off some verses from the Quran. Look at the translation of Rashad Khalifa and you will see that there is no hijab, and they changed the translation. Let us read together. O children of Adam, we have provided you with garment to cover your bodies, as well as your luxury, for luxury, sorry. But the best garment is the garment of righteousness. These are the same God sign that they may take head. So you know here the garment is the clothes, supposedly the clothes we wear. It's Allah who gave it to us, which is very funny, right? Because the clothes we wear is made by us. Allah did not give us any clothes, even if he's true God or not. You know, a human being, God did not provide him with the shirt and t-shirt and underwear. That is a super false statement from the Quran. However, Allah claimed that everything you have, even your clothes, he gave it to you. Let it go. Now let us read more. Dress code for the believers. Tell the believing men that they shall subdue their eyes and not to stare at the women. You know, you remember just 2 days ago I made a video where Muhammad, he go to his own son wife and he stare at her and he flirt with her. Not only he stare at her body because he saw her, you know, wearing sexy clothes, he flirt with her and he said to her, Subhan Mu'allif al-Qulub, and that is Zayd wife, which her name is Zainab bint Jahsh, which means Zainab, the daughter of the donkey. So Muhammad, he went to the house of the man in his absence and he flirted with the wife and he told her that he loved her and he want her and he have a sexual desire for her. And then the woman, she told her husband when he came back, and then the man, he divorced her and gave her to the prophet. But the Quran is saying a man should be not looking at any woman. But Muhammad did the opposite. And this is showing us that the Quran is made just to serve the sexual desire of Muhammad, nothing else. Now, and tell the believer women to subdue their eyes and maintain their chastity. They shall not reveal any part of their body. This does not exist in the Quran. This is a fast translation. Let us go to chapter 24. I will show you guys how Muslims, when they translate, the translation changed 180 degrees. It's a miracle. You know what miracle mean? Seriously, it's a miracle, because it doesn't make sense. Like, you know, translation, when you change translator, you know, like you can change the word, but the meaning is still there. But to add things does not exist. This has happened only in Islamic translation. By the way, if you have any question or comment, you can click at be part of the conversation, and you can do so. So if we go to the Quran, chapter 24, verse number 31. Let us click at the translation of Yusuf Ali. If we go here, this is chapter 24, verse number 30. So I will go, you know what, I will go to 30, start from 30. All right. It is not fault of any fault in your part to enter the house not used for living in, which serve some others use for you. This is the verse number 29. Then it says, say to the believer men that they should not that they should lower their gaze and guard their modesty, that that will make greater purity for them, and Allah will accumulate it. What is the part which says should not show any part of their body? Hold on, let me go back. Chapter 24, verse number 30, verse number 31. This is number supposedly 30. In here it says something we cannot find. In here it says they shall not reveal any part of their bodies. Where we can find that? We cannot find it in 30. We cannot find it in 31. This is the same verses we are reading in the translation of Yusuf Ali. Like, what happened? How come in this translation it says they shall not reveal any part of their body, and in here it doesn't say that? Like, what happened? It says they should not reveal any kind of decoration they have, any zina, you know, something you wear, something you like, you know, jewelries, makeup, those things you should not show unless you do it to your husband. It doesn't say anything about part of their body. It doesn't say anything about their body. And the women, they should cover, you know, if you here go in Arabic, it says وَلْيَضْرُبُنَّ بِخُمْرِهِنَّ عَلَى جُيُوبِهِنَّ. You know, the women, all of us, we know when they wear something, some of their chest is going to show. And the jalbab, the jalabiya, which the Muslim men or women they dress, it shows part of the chest. So what they do, they put khimar, which is like you know, a craft around their neck, and they push it between their breast, so to hide that part of their body. As simple as that. There's nowhere it says they show their body, any part of their body, because it doesn't say you, it doesn't say you hide your face, you hide your eyes. It doesn't say that. It's just simply about the chest. As simple as that. So you cover your chest. The jiyub is your chest, and you don't show any of your decoration, any makeup, except your husbands or father or the father of their father, the father of their husband, or their sons, or the sons of their sons, or you know, the brother of their, etc. You know, so the family. You don't show any of your decoration except to that. All right. And they have to lower their jilbab, their dress, all the way to their feet. That's it. To cover the decoration they have, because Arab women, they used to have a bracelet in their feet, so that part have to be covered, and that's it. There is no hijab, there is no burqa, there is no such a thing. It's a lie. And you can change any translation you want. You know, the Muslim translation changed, right? But still you will not see the hijab there. There's no hijab. There's no order to cover even the face. It's just to cover their body from the neck, from their chest and down to their feet. That's it. Not even their hands. She cannot show her chest, and she lower her dress all the way to her feet, which means her feet will show, but down to her feet, and that's it. She will not show makeup, which means she will not wear makeup unless she is in the presence of her husband. So all the hijab story is a fabrication. Now there's a verse to speak about the hijab, but this is not about women wearing hijab. It's the opposite. Let me show you. when Umar al-Khattab, he saw the wife of Muhammad, Sauda bint Dham'a, she was doing poo-poo, and he noticed from her ass that this is his wife. He told Muhammad, you know what, you better order your wife to cover themselves. And he told Muhammad what he saw. So Muhammad, he took what Umar he said, and he make it a verse in the Quran. And this is why Umar, he said in the hadith, my God, Allah, he agreed with me in 3 things. If we go to sunnah.com, we will see the following. Let us find the hadith. Here we go. This is Umar al-Khattab, he's speaking. He's saying that my Lord Allah agreed with me in 3 things. What is the 3 things? Umar is the one who fabricated the Hajj to Kaaba. Umar, and the prayer to the Kaaba, sorry, to make the Kaaba the center of Islam. It was the request of Umar. When the Muslims, they conquered the Mecca, and they killed all the Christians and the Jews in the city died, and the business was dying. So it was, they need a solution to make money. So the Kaaba was for economic reason, not for any religious reason. So he said to Muhammad, what about we make the Kaaba as a place of Abraham to worship? Muhammad, he took it, he make a Quran as it is. Then Muhammad, he said, and Umar, he said to him, what about you, order your wife to cover themselves? He said to him, I said also to Muhammad, O Allah Messenger, the good and the bad person visit you, would that you order the mother of the believers to cover themselves with veils? All right. So the divine verses of Al-Hijab sent down. And by the way, the divine verses sent down as he said, you believe it or not. Allah, he copied from Umar ibn Khattab. So the reason for Al-Hijab to come, it was for Umar ibn Khattab, is speaking specifically about the wife of Muhammad only. And the verse in the front of you, I will click at the translation and you will see that this verse is only and only for Muhammad wives, and not only to and not even to wear hijab. I will show you what hijab mean here. You can take any translation you want, whatever you want. Here we go. As you see, as Umar al-Khattab he said, which is a proof that Muhammad is copying from Umar al-Khattab, and Quran is a fabrication of Umar in this part. So Muhammad, he agreed with Umar that, you know what, as long as Umar he saw the ass of his wife, and Umar he want to make himself look better, he was not spying at his wife, because why Umar is in how he recognized Sauda anyway unless he's spying? So Umar obviously he was like, he said to himself, let me tell Muhammad before his wife tell him that I saw her, because he might be upset. So he told her, you know what, why you don't cover your wife, man? Order them to cover. People, they come to your house, like, come on. Obviously the wife of Muhammad, they used to show their ass everywhere, and Muhammad he have no idea that he should order them to cover. So suddenly Umar he come with this, Muhammad take it and make it Quran, and you will see here it says, oh, you believe, do not enter the house of the Prophet unless a permission is given to you. All right, for Amir, etc., 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 and then ask them. Here we go. He's talking about asking the wives of Muhammad from behind the hijab. Ask them from behind the curtain. This is the hijab. They do not need to wear the curtain. It's a curtain. So Muhammad he put a curtain in his door, and the verse saying to them, don't proceed behind this curtain. There's no hijab to wear, there is no burqa to wear, there's no diaper to put. All of this is a fabrication of the Abduls. It's a lie. And Muslim women, they are not only not wearing hijab, they use actually to be very open. As an example, when Muhammad he said to a Muslim woman, give your breast to a stranger and let him suck it, and there's 10 verses in the Quran about it. Allah gave Muslim women an order to give their breast. It's not showing. Let's see why. That's weird. All right, let us see. There was 2 verses in the Quran, if you remember. A goat ate them. One is about ordering a Muslim woman to give her boobs, excuse my language, or breast. I don't know if a word boob is a bad word, but however, if it is, it is. Who care? This is what he said. The Muslim women, they have to give their breast to strangers, and he have to suck them 10 times. All All right, here we go. This is one of the hadith, but this one is enough. The verse of stoning and breastfeeding for an adult. Breastfeeding for what? An adult. Breastfeeding for what? An adult. An adult. Muslim women, not only they were so open-minded, they are very, very, very open-minded. They give their breast to strangers to suck it, which is very weird. Like how he say in the Quran that you have to cover your chest, and then he ordered them to give their breast to strangers. It's from the front of your eyes. And those verses, there's two verses, one about Allah. He made 10 order of 10 breastfeeding, which means if a man he want to enter upon a wife or a woman, she is a stranger, in order to be with her alone, he have to suck her breast 10 times, which is crazy. This is why I say Islam is a stupid religion. Muhammad was making fun of those people. Look how jealous he is about his wives, but he is ordering Muslim women to give their breast to strangers, and he have to suck them 10 times until 10 different times, not only like 10 times at the same time. No, like if you think like he would just put his mouth in the nipple and suck it 10 times and it's done. No, he have to do it 10 times until he is satisfied. And then the verses, the 10 verses were abrogated by 5 verses, as you see here with me in front of you. But now those 2 verses are gone, including the verse of stoning to death, because the goat ate them, as you see in front of you in the hadith. And the Muslim, the funny, they say to you that the Quran was a preserved book. Allah could not even preserve it in front of a goat. A goat eating the Quran. So what I'm trying to say to you, that the whole Quran has no one single evidence of women they have to wear the hijab. And the verse about the hijab is about women, you know, speaking to them from behind the curtain. They don't wear the curtain, and those are specifically the wives of Muhammad only. For the rest of Muslim women, there's no order, such an order for them. As you see, this is came for the Prophet house, the Prophet wives. The rest of Muslim women, they have only to cover their chest and lower their gas. That's it. There's no hijab, there's no burqa. It's a lie, it's a fabrication, it is nothing but a joke. In the same time, Muhammad, he used to stare at women. Like you see, the Quran is speaking here about the dress code. If you see here that a Muslim man, he should not look at a woman. Well, look what Muhammad used to do. Let me show you the hypocrite Muhammad. Here we go. Look at this. This is Sahih Muslim, as you see the reference. Sahih Muslim, the hadith number is in front of you. Jabir ibn Abdullah ibn etc. etc. Allah apostle saw a woman. He saw what? A woman. And the rest of the hadith was narrated, etc. So there's the rest of the hadith, they cut it off. So he came to his wife and he did her. What does that mean? You see, they're trying to hide the translation. Muhammad, he saw a woman and then he went to his wife and he did his wife sexually. So Muhammad, he saw a woman, he liked her, she made him horny. Now you tell me, if I am not looking and staring in a sexual way at a woman, how she will make me horny? How a woman walking by, she make me horny unless I am thinking about her in a sexual way. But yet they say to us, a Muslim man, he is a modest man who don't look at a woman, he keep his eyes down. It's a false. Islam is a perverted religion. This is why number one people in the world who attack women in the street, do molestation, attack, rape, etc., it's Muslims. In less than 5 days from their arrival to Germany, they attacked thousands of German women. Now, do we need to prove more? Someone might say to me, why didn't do it in the Middle East? They do it. Who said they didn't do it? If they get a chance, they do more. Go to right now to YouTube and search for it. You know, let me make it short. I was looking at the video James White made about me, which is funny. Funny guy. Anyway, if you type the word Ma'laya, just the word Ma'laya in YouTube, what you will see? You will see thousands of videos of Muslim women wearing hijab. The Islamic dress code. But it's very, very, very disgusting. Yet they speak so much about modesty. If you don't leave, guys, if you are not a person who live there, I don't know what's wrong with the video. It's not coming. Let us change it. For some reason, it's not working. Maybe my internet is slow. Maybe it's possible. Those are Muslim women wearing hijab. But are they really modest? It looked like it's not going to work. I don't know why. Dancing in a very sexual way, very, very disgusting, you know. But Muslims, they keep talking about wearing hijab, as if wearing hijab will make you good or bad. You know what? My experience in the Middle East, that the most of those who wear hijab, they were not good women, especially those who wear burqa. Actually, even in the Old Testament, you will see that there is a woman, they thought she is a whore. Why? Because she was covering her face. Now, why they cover their face? Those women, they cover their face so nobody know them when they are doing business. Look like YouTube is not going to open. Anyway, you can get an idea about what I'm talking about. Muslim women doing sexual dance and they are wearing hijab. You see, you don't see their face. The hair is covered. The hair is very much covered. But still, this is not really a decent life as Muslims they claim. But yet they are the most people who speak about decent. Muhammad himself was not a decent man. Was Muhammad a decent man? As we showed you, he was not. The Prophet of Islam, he stared at women. Look at this. This is how they dance. Somehow it's not working to show you, but anyway, you can type this, the word ma'laya. I don't know if you can type it in Arabic. You have to make it right, and you will get all those disasters. It's endless videos. Shameful. Yet they give us speeches about dignity and Western women and what Western women do and etc. But you know, Muslim women, they present to me the same as what Jesus said about those who look at the little wood in your eye, but they don't see the tree in their eye. All of them, they are wearing hijab. They are people who speak very much about hijab, but these decency have nothing to do with it. I can show you in this, but it's a shameful, like, you know, and I'm ashamed actually to show more. I will stop here. They try to make you believe that Muslim women are decent. They are not. I never saw a Muslim woman in school speaking to a Muslim woman except saying sexual jokes, very, very sexual, very dirty. You will not know how filthy the Islamic society unless you live with them. So what we discover in this video, that there is no hijab in the Quran, it's a lie. There is no order for Muslim women to cover her hair in the Quran, it's a lie. The Prophet of Islam, he ordered women to give their breast to strangers, and the Prophet himself, he used to stare at women and get horny, and he go to his wives after that. And then he blamed women for his filth. Look what he say: the women, she came to you in the shape of a shaitan, and she leave in the shape of a shaitan. Do you believe it? He blamed the women that she is make him horny. Now he is horny, he go to his wife, he get horny, he do it, and now after he is done, he do not need the women no more. The woman, she is a shaitan. Let me show you how many hadith about this. Tons of hadith. The Prophet saw a woman, so he entered upon Zainab. You see, they are trying to make it look nice. What do you mean saw a woman? What do you mean by he saw a woman? He stared at a woman, he looked at her in a very sexual way, he got horny, he got excited, and then he went to his wife and he slept with her. Do you see it? Where is the modesty? The best man of Islam was a perverted man. And not to forget, where in the Quran, Muhammad, even his God, says to him, why you are hiding your desire for the married women, Zainab? Why, Muhammad, you hide your desire? Imagine God saying to Muhammad, why you are hiding your desire for a married woman? Chapter 33, verse number 37. Have you ever heard about a perverted God like this? He said to a man, why you are ashamed to say that you have a desire for a married woman? Why? Obviously Muhammad, he made this verse because he want to get a reason to get her. He know that if he take this woman, people, they will start saying, what a filthy prophet. He is ordering his son to take his wife from him so he can sleep with her. But obviously he's sleeping with her from a long time. Like, do you want me to believe the story in the hadith saying that Muhammad, he entered upon her when she was married and he's just to flirt with her? I don't believe in this. I believe strongly he was sleeping with her from the first day she married this man, because Muhammad is the one who married her to Zayd. So it was a plan from the beginning, because his wife Khadija, the rich woman, she was alive, so he can get inside the house anytime and nobody will notice. Nobody would give an excuse. Nobody will say why this man is going when the husband is not there. And you will notice that Muhammad is going to the house of the husband when the husband is not there. You see, the Quran we just showed you, if you want to enter upon the house of Muhammad, you have to speak to his wife from behind the curtain. Muhammad not only enter, he entered inside the house and he flirted with the married women. So Muslims stop speaking about hijab. Your prophet himself is a shameful man, perverted man, a man who look at women in the street, he get horny, he go to his wives, which means he is staring at them, enjoying their body, and he is staring like a crazy. And then he go to his own son wife and he flirt with her and he have sex with her and he order his son to divorce her. And then he make a verse saying, why you are telling the guy, keep your wife for you, hiding what you have in your heart? What? This is God? Or Jesus, the one who said it's better for you to throw your eye, to take out your eye off from taking you to hell? That is Muhammad. So I hope my challenge is so clear. You Muslim women are a bunch of liars. There's no order in the whole Quran from your God, or even in any place, any verse. It says you Muslim women, you have to wear hijab. You are a fabricator, and wearing hijab will not make you decent. Are you telling me those women are decent women? They must be. They are wearing hijab. And the one around them, they pray to Allah 5 times a day. Very perverted society, and yet they speak about dignity, and nobody speak about the Islamic, like the dignity and the modesty as Muslims. For this is a very, very corrupt religion, corrupt society, starting from the Prophet. Even guys, even the Prophet himself, his wife, she was accused to be a prostitute. You believe it or not? 3 of the most famous Muslims. Actually, the sister of Zainab, the one we are talking about, you see the woman, he married her, Muhammad. This woman, she accused Aisha that she was a whore, she was sleeping with the guy, his name is Safwan, the sister of Zainab. You know. And then Muhammad, he know that this will be a big problem if people, they if the news is spread that, you know what, his wife, she is cheating on him. So he made a verse. He made a verse in the Quran saying the ones who said that about your wife, they are liars. Chapter 24, verse number 11. Imagine Allah there, he sent a verse. 3 witnesses. This is why Muhammad, he changed the witnesses of adultery from 2 to 4, because there was 3 witnesses against Aisha. She is having sexual relationship with a guy, his name is Safwan ibn al-Attal. That is Islam. The wife is a whore, the Prophet is a whore, the people are giving their breast out, people, they are doing the marriage of muta, which is not a marriage, it's nothing but a prostitution. You know, you can hire a woman for one night stand. Even prostitution is not forbidden in Islam. Even prostitution is not forbidden in Islam. Chapter 24, verse number 33. It says, force not your girls to do prostitution if they decide chastity. If they desire chastity, which means if they do not desire chastity, it's fine. All right. Force not your slave girls to prostitution when they desire to keep chaste, which means only the owners can sleep with them or the friends of the owners. But if you want to try to make money from sex, you should not do that unless they desire it. So according to Islam, if women, they desire it and you own those women, it's fine. It's very fine. And if you force them, there's no punishment. Even if you force your slaves for prostitution, there's no punishment, there's no penalty. Allah is all forgiving, Allah is all merciful. Where is the modesty? Even prostitution is halal. And the reason of this verse, Muslim, they have tons of slaves. They capture slaves from everywhere. They don't have a life. You know, the Muslims, they don't work. They don't have a job. They attack neighbors. They get the women. They force the women for prostitution, and they make money from it. So the wives of those Muslims, they start complaining. So Muhammad, he made this verse, please force them not for prostitution if they deserve chastity. But that's it. If they deserve chastity, if they desire chastity. So when a Muslim speak about hijab, they lie. When they speak about covering themselves, it's a lie. There is no head covering, there is no burqa, there is no such a thing. Islam is full of lies, and Muslim women never been ordered to be good, decent women. And the reason is very simple. When you say to a Muslim woman, you cannot Go back to your husband unless you sleep with someone else. So the husband, he marry her just as it's a sexual contract. He divorced her 3 times. She cannot get back unless she sleep with someone else. Is that modesty? The Muslim, they will say to you, oh, this is to punish the man because he divorced 3 times. You know, hold on. Are you punishing the man or punishing the women? The woman, she is going to sleep around, not the man. The man is happy in his house having a new wife. The poor woman who is divorced, now in order to get back to her kids, she have to sleep with the new guy. Where is the modesty? This is a very sexual religion, and modesty is not exist. Even in the heaven, it's a pimp house. You go to the heaven, women, they will be lined up for sex. Allah spent 1,000 years to make their skin, each one of them, smooth. I don't know what kind of skin they have, as if they are a crocodile. Somebody give them some Vaseline or Nivea. Look like Allah never heard of it. Or use sandpaper. 1,000 years to make women's skin soft. Why? Because simply this God, he speak to perverted minded followers. Everything for them is about sex, but yet they speak as no one ever more than them about modesty, about being good. For they are hypocrite. I hope this video was enough for you guys. Follow with me with more videos, please. And Christian women, don't debate Muslim men. When a Muslim man contact you, block him. Tell him, if you are brave, go and debate the men. It really make me upset to see a Christian woman talking to a Muslim man to debate. Do you ask yourself why he's debating you? He don't debate me? Like, seriously. Those are horny dogs going after women. This is why they are debating you. They are not debating Christian man. Why they are texting you? A Muslim man will not allow his wife to text me. How come he accept himself to text you, but he don't accept his wife to text a Christian man? Because they have a perverted minded. So if you want to, if you are really a person who is a follower of the Messiah, you don't really allow the Muslim man to contact you. You can talk to him in a public forum. Don't accept messages and don't exchange messages. Those are perverted minded people. For them, women is nothing but a private part. They don't respect their own. Do you think they will respect you? Again, if you have any question, please feel free to contact me, and the link is in the front of your eyes. And feel free to share my videos with your friends. You can download it, you can post it. Just please don't forget to mention where you got this video from. And with this, I say God bless. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Amen to that.